Hey everyone, I'm Rodney.
And I'm Cecilia.
And we're the Harrises. And we're starting a new YouTube channel called Hangin with the Harrises. And we're both, a little bit about ourselves. We're both in our mid to late 50s, and we're both retired or semi-retired. And when we worked full time, we worked in the IT industry.
I currently sell real estate, and we currently have some rental properties.
Right. And I'm a local lead coordinator for the USTA here in Montgomery, Alabama. And we do have some real estate. We have a few rental properties, which keeps us busy.
But also allows us to travel, which is one of the things that we like to do the most. And in fact, we're camping right now, as you can tell. We love to camp.
We love to lead an active lifestyle. Even though you can't tell it looking at me, we do.
That's because of my good cooking.
Yeah, that's because she doesn't cook and I cook. But we like to hike,
bike, and kayak.
We like to play tennis.
We like to play pickleball too.
And again, we like to camp. We like to travel by any means. We like to fly places.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. And cruising.
And we like to cruise. Cruising is one of our favorite things to do outside of camping.
Yes.
And to tell you the truth, there's a story behind how we got started camping.
Oh my God, yes.
About 2 or 3 years ago, Cecilia started telling me that she wanted to go camping. And I kept telling her that she didn't because she'd always told me before she'd never go camping.
And I kept telling you I want to go camping.
She started telling me and I kept saying, no, you don't want to go.
And I kept saying, yes, I do.
So one night we were sitting around our fire pit and I said, at our house, and I said, if you want to go camping, let's set up the tent in the backyard and see how you do. So what we do?
We set up the tent in the backyard.
And we spent the whole weekend in the backyard.
Nights.
She wouldn't let her go inside because she had to
camp.
She had to learn how to camp.
So I camped in my backyard for 2 solid days.
And then when we got done, she decided she wanted to go somewhere else to camp. And so where'd we go?
We went to Wind Creek State Park.
We went to Wind Creek State Park for a whole weekend. And we went with a few friends of ours.
That's quite fun, real fun.
When we got close to the end of the weekend, she had decided she really liked camping, but what'd you hate?
I hated your tent.
She hated my tent. I'd only had it for about 25 years, and apparently somebody thought it stunk.
It stunk. It'd been in the attic. It'd been in the attic the whole time. He'd never used it.
So
and it stunk.
Some of the friends who'd gone with us had bought a new tent and brought it, and Cecilia loved it.
It had a zipped-in screen front porch, and it was just so cute. Pretty colors.
So we left Wind Creek and came back to Montgomery.
And went straight to Academy to buy that same tent that my friends had.
So we bought that tent, and you know where it is today?
It's still in the box.
It's still in the box because before the weekend got here, we had bought a new camper.
Before the next weekend rolled around, we got a new camper.
Right, we got a new camper.
Not this one that we're in now. This is 3 campers later, but that was 2 years ago when we started camping.
Yeah, we started camping right before COVID came in.
Right. Which was
a big thing. It was April of 2020, I guess, when COVID had just started. Everybody just started knowing what COVID was.
And we were fortunate enough to start camping right before that, so we had choice of campers to get.
Like now they're
pretty scarce.
So we started camping around April or May in 2020. And then around September of 2020, a friend of ours recommended we start renting our house on Airbnb.
Because we were gone so much anyway, camping. It made sense just to rent our house out and get that extra money.
We thought, well, we'll rent our house. If it rents, and we'll go somewhere. If it doesn't, that's okay. Never thinking it would take off.
And oh my gosh, it rents all the time.
It stays rented, so we stay on the road.
Because when it rents, we got to have somewhere to go. So if we don't already have a travel plan somewhere else to another destination, we just go camping.
We go camping. So even though we're not full-time campers, RVers, we are about 75-80% of the time in the camper. So what we want to do with this YouTube channel is share with everyone our life. And in the travel experiences and the camping especially, we'd like to share some things that we've figured out that makes camping easier for us. And I know that there are a lot of YouTube channels out there that cover basically the same thing, but maybe you'll get to see it from a different perspective coming from a couple of older people who just started camping themselves.
Yes.
So come hang with the Harrises.